right, let's turn it over to team number one. Your problem statement, please, and explain your solution.
Okay, thank you everyone for today's meeting, and I'm very grateful to work with our team. So the problem statement, the new problem statement for us is how do we make the library science field more attractive? Because the main problem it was how do we help library information science professionals and students advocate for the field and their own skills. To emphasize the importance of the information science globally, we make it shorter to just make it more attractive. So based on that, we just consider several options, and we just categorize the people who are under this to just watch this to the students, to the professionals, and to the people who are out and they are seeking for the job probably in this field. So I'm gonna, for the solution that we find, I'm gonna transfer to the Laura, and then Beth, and then Daniel can just share all the ideas they have. Laura, can you just continue with the solution?
So it was actually Beth's idea. At Beth's institution, they've implemented this method of setting up the job information. So when they're hiring people, they have an outside person ask why specific requirements are required and try to get to the root of this. That doesn't work for every institution. So our idea was coming up with more of a system of using that why to get to the core that even small institutions who don't have an outside person could use. And Beth can explain a little bit more about what that actually looks like at an institution.
Sure, thanks. Yeah, because I'm at a university that's larger, we have this thing called the Search Advocate program, which in a way you could just go through that training in order to understand kind of how to, the whys is what we determined with the why exercise. It's a really good one to kind of bring it down to scale, because for us, we make sure someone outside of the library is our search advocate on our searches so that they can question, why does that person need to have 3 years of library experience? Couldn't they get the experience through other means? Or do they have to have that degree, or could they get it through other ways? So they really kind of question what the job is all about, what you really need for the job. And so then hence, what do you need for the person? And there's a whole long process about it I won't go into, but I think just simply getting that mindset and training people hiring with that mindset of asking the whys and unpacking that will help us get down to the basics of hiring what we need and not what we think we need. And in the end, hopefully that'll make it more attractive. We didn't actually get to all of the employee needs of hierarchy, but like, how do we get those basic needs met so that everyone can find their ideal job? I don't know, Danielle, if there's more to add.
And then I think one other thing we were thinking about is longer term to help organizations as a whole make some of these materials available online, and possibly make experts available so that they could serve as that outside person for smaller organizations who might not have that in-house.
Okay, is that it? Not that it wasn't enough, I just don't want to cut anybody.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Now, if you would please evaluate team number one. Right, please complete your evaluations for team number one. Yeah.
My video's on.
So we'll start with the group, so let's see if we can.
All right, now we're going to do a couple of tricks.